If you're managing assets for your clients as a financial advisor or financial planner, then you want to hang around for this video because today I'm going to share with you and show you how to stand out from those large financial advising companies. You know, the ones I'm talking about, the Morgan Stanleys, the Edward Joneses, the Meryll Lynch, the BlackRocks, and I think I said Meryl Lynch, but all those big guys. So I'm going to share with you a very simple framework that you can use and copy. But then I'm going to share with you the exact scripts that you can send out to prospects and have them book into your calendar today. So let's get into it. For those people that don't know me, my name is Lushan Govender, and I've been helping financial advisors and financial planners for the last 5.5, 6 years around the world implement a very simple system to help them break through 15K a month and really not just grow the business, but create a lifestyle, which is really important to me. Um, but let's get into it. Now, I want you to also just download the document that I've created for you. It has the model in there, but it also has the exact script, so you can just copy and paste it. So here's the first. I would say there's two big mistakes that financial advisors make. One is they try to look and talk the same like the big guys out there. Like you go to the websites and it's all fancy and the language that is used, like, we do this, we do that. When, hey, you can just talk about how you do things. And this is the big thing that you want to take away is that don't try to be like the big guys because that is one of your big advantages. So start talking and sound who you are because you will attract the right type of clients. So that's the first big mistake. The second mistake that I see is they undervalue what you're offering. So what I see a lot of financial advisors do is they keep adding more and more and more features to clients to try and sway them over to moving from people like Edward Jones to their own firm. You don't need to do that. So this is why I created this three-step framework to help you understand what you need to do. So let's get into it. Um, again, I've made a couple of notes here that I want to refer to that so I don't miss anything. So the first thing I want you to think of it as a triangle, and at the bottom of the triangle, I want you to write the word promise. So what's the outcome you can kind of share with your audience that's going to more or less highlight the transformation and identity they will achieve by working with someone like yourself? So a lot of I should say a lot of people out there want yes, they want freedom, they want that security, but what else do they want? See, a lot of financial planning companies, the large ones, this is what they talk about: financial freedom, financial independence, and all these different terms. It frustrates me a lot. But what you can do is still talk about the outcomes, or talk about the lifestyle. And what you find is that when you start talking about the lifestyle and the transformation people make, you start grabbing their attention because they're like, oh, yeah, that's me. That's who I want to be like. That's the lifestyle that I want. So start talking about that transformation. Um, when you do that, you also want to start talking about the pains and symptoms those people are feeling. So if you have an ideal client, you want to talk about, okay, these are the pains that they're having. This is what they're going through right now. If you can enter basically their head and their minds, as you say, and go, okay, this is how they're thinking and feeling right now. Then this is what I need to be communicating, but this is going to actually connect you with the right audience. That's what you want to be doing. So when you start talking the pains and symptoms, and then you can talk about the tangible and intangible results, including the emotional outcomes, you're going to get more and more people reaching out to you. That's the promise. So that's the first step. Then on the other side of the triangle, I want you to put the word process. So the thing that you can do, which again, most financial advising companies out there don't do well enough, is really talking about what are the steps you need to take in order to achieve that transformation, to achieve that identity. And when you start talking in that way, start talking about, your own personal signature or blueprint system that you created for your clients, this is going to help you stand out from everyone else. Just so you know, this is the one thing that all my clients that I've worked with say to me, yes, I finally have a system and blueprint that I can communicate with confidence. This is what makes you stand out. I have clients that are using their own system, using the specific blueprint that I've helped them to create books, to help create content, to help create systems that makes it so much easier for them to communicate to their audience and start building their business. This process is so important that you get this right. This is the one thing that you can really take away today and start building the whole process around your business. This is going to help you stand out. Trust me. Then the other side of the triangle, I want you to put the word proof. Now you're probably thinking, I can't share results because it's too private. It's going to open up a whole can of worms with compliance. I totally get it. but you can talk in a way that is still talking about the client's first name. So this is what I would do. I would say, I would always refer to someone's name, their location, and maybe even their industry. So it could be, let's say it's Jane from, tech professional in San Diego, for example. Like that could be how you communicate your proof. Sharing a case study on how you helped a client achieve a specific result is going to help you stand out. People take notice of people who have done it before. So if I come up here and I say, hey, I don't have any case studies, it's going to be very difficult for me to prove to you that, hey, I'm the right person for you to be talking to. Now, like I said, I've helped clients before hit 15K a month. Have one client doing like 98,000, almost six figures a month, which is just ridiculous, and so happy. And I will never disclose their name or the industry that they target, but I know I've done that, and I share on my social media feeds, uh, snippets of conversations that I've had with them. So when you can show proof, and when I say proof, don't don't bullshit your way about it. Like this, I make this very upfront. Don't lie about it because you want people to trust you. You want to build authenticity. You need to show up and be real. So don't lie about the outcomes. So if you don't have proof right now, then talk about the promise and the process. But I want to get a little bit further about the proof part because there's three key things within proof. The way to communicate your case study and to basically highlight a particular result you have for a client. One is to talk about the frustrations that they had. What was the frustration they had when they first came to you? Then I want you to talk about the fix. What exactly did you help them with? And what were the steps you basically took to help them get a result? And then the third thing is what I call the last F, which is the future. What's it look like right now for that person? Like, how happy are they? You know, what was the struggle they had? Now they're super happy. They're going on holidays. They bought investments, whatever. They're investing more. They brought forward their retirement. All those different things. What does that look like? Because when you start sharing, what the frustrations were, what was the fix, and what their future looks like now, that's what people will buy into. And this is the big thing that you can take away from today. So, the three-step framework is promise, process, and proof. When you get those three things right, you're going to help stand out from all the big guys out there because you'll be talking to one specific person with one specific problem. And that's going to help you, would help actually attract the right type of clients. All right. Now, I promised you that I will share with you a script. Now, when you use the script, I want you to basically get all those first three things right. I want you to get your promise, your process, and your proof. But with the proof, I want you to go one step further now. You probably have people you've talked to before, or maybe they're part of your ideal clients that you want to be approaching. I want you to send this sort of email to them. And it could be like a message or it could be an email, whatever you feel is the best communication for that individual. And all you're going to say, and again, I've put this in the actual document that I created for you, so you can just download it there. But it basically goes like this. Hey, name, I recently helped Jane, a tech professional from Montana, go from overwhelmed with her taxes that was costing her thousands because of her company shares to creating a portfolio that balances growth. I have a document that walks you through what she did, open to sharing it with you. Regards, Lushen. It is as simple as that. That particular script, I use it myself. I'll create a case study document and I'll have it in Google Docs. And then what I do is I'll send out that script to prospects and people that I think is gonna be the right fit for my business. And this gets me so many appointments, and it's also working for other clients of mine in the same boat, like as financial planners and financial advisors. So copy the script, send it out, and just have the case study ready. And it doesn't have to be anything flash. You can just do like I said, a Google Doc, share it. And by communicating that, whether it's a message in Messenger or in LinkedIn or Instagram or even an email, just give them the link. They'll go through on Google Docs, and then they're gonna they're gonna need access to the actual Google Doc, and then you just grant the access to it. And then what you need to do is follow up. Very important. You do follow up with your prospects. Say, hey, did you get the document? Was there anything that stood out for you? You know already they put their hand up, wanting that document, wanting that result, wanting that transformation, wanting that identity. Now you can start the conversation and have them book into your calendar. All right, guys. That's it for today. Hopefully you found this super helpful. Like I said, this is a very simple framework to help you stand out from all the big guys out there because for me, that's what I want you to do. I want you to win. I want you to beat those big guys, move more of those clients over to you, so you can start not only building the business, but create the lifestyle that you've always wanted out of being a financial planner or financial advisor. Again, thanks so much for joining us. And hey, if you want to break through 15K a month, just drop me a message and I'll get you the exact system my other clients are using to break through 15K. Take care for now. All the best. Bye.